Good afternoon, students. I hope all are doing well. And today we are here with one more topic, that is the lifelines of national economy. In this chapter, today we'll be studying roadways in detail. Now coming to the introductory part. Today, India is well linked with the rest of the world despite of its vast size, diversity, and linguistic and social cultural plurality. What does that mean? That India is a diverse country. If we'll see its extension from north to south and east to west, it has a lot of diversity. We can find mountains, we can find plains, we have coastal areas, we have desert, and the linguistic differences are vast here. So, to travel this distance from north to east and east to south, or within the states or district, what is important? It is the transport. Transport helps us in carrying goods and all the productions which are made in these industries. So we classify transport either into land, water, and air. We have different types of transport. Like land transport could be classified in as railways, pipelines. Under waterways, we have inland water supply and overseas. And under air, we have domestic as well as international airways. So, what is domestic airways? It is within the nation, and international airways or international air transport. It is the transport beyond the country. For example, we go outside the country, we go to various countries in the world, we go to USA, Australia. So that is the international means of transport. That time we travel through international airways. Same is the case with water transport. In water transport, it is further categorized into two categories. We have inland water transport and we have overseas. Inland transport, these are the rivers that flow within the nation. Ganga, Krishna, Brahmaputra, like the transport which takes place on all these rivers and all the water bodies within this country, right? Within India or in some other country, that is the inland transport. And what is overseas transport? It is on the peripheral, all the coastal areas of the country, right? We have the southern part of the country, we have the various coasts, right? We have the Konkan coast, we have the Kannada coast, we have the Malabar coast. Like when from where we can export or import the products, like we have the Bay of Bengal, we have the this Arabian Sea, right? All those goods and products which are exported and imported through the coastal area of the country, that is the overseas transport, right? Then talking about the roadways. India has the largest roadways network in the world with around 2.3 million kilometers, right? The growing importance of roadways is because of why? Now, the reason for the growing importance of railway is it is cheaper to construct. It's low construction cost. Like as compared to other means of transport, for example, we have railways, we have airways, they are very expensive, right? A lot of investment has to be put in for the construction of these particular means of transport. But when we talk in terms of roadways, it is economical. It is economical in terms of construction. Then it provides road to road service. What does that mean? We can simply say that, like for example, we have to reach a particular place. For example, I have to go to Delhi. If I'll travel by air, the airlines will drop me at the airport, and from airport I have to reach that particular point where exactly I have to go. But if I'll go by road, right? If I'll go by my own car or by road, I'll exactly reach to that particular point. It'll drop me, or if I have to send some good a commodity to that particular place, exactly it'll drop me at the door. So I don't have to uh, I have to exactly I'll reach there. That is, it provides door-to-door service, and it is used as feeder to other mode of transport. Now, what does that mean? For example, at a particular port, the sea transport, a ship will be carrying some goods, and it'll drop the goods at a particular port. From that port, we have to take that commodity, that good, to the railways, and railways will bring. So what we'll do, that particular commodity, to take that particular commodity from that port to the railway station, what is needed? Road transport is needed, right? So it is used as feeder to other mode of transport. Now in India, roads are classified in 6 classes, right? We classify roads in India under 6 basic heads, right? We have, this is a picture of a roadway network, right? Yes. So we have the national highways. First of all, there's important term golden quadrilateral superhighways. What is it? Golden quadrilateral superhighway, it links Delhi, Kolkata and Chennai, these metropolitan cities. Now, what is its objective? Its objective is to reduce time and distance between mega cities of India, right? This project was implemented by NHAI, that is National Highway Authority of India. Now, coming to the 6 basic roads, categories of roads in India. First, we have the national highway. National highways are maintained by Central Public Works Department, that is CPWD. They connect major centers across India and come under central government. Okay. And the first national highway road was started from Delhi to Amritsar, that is NH1, and it was named as Sher Shah Suri. Right? This is a picture of national highway in India. Then we have the state highways. State highways are maintained by PWD, that is Public Works Department. Then we have the district roads. District roads, these roads connect the district headquarters with other places of the districts. Like these are the roads which are connected within the districts. For example, we have Srinagar. Srinagar is a district. If we'll connect it with other roads, like we have Baramulla, we have Kishtwar. So these are the roads which are interconnected within the districts. Then we have the rural roads. What are rural roads? Rural roads are built under PM Gramin Sadak Yojana. These are the roads which are located in the rural areas, and we have the border roads built at the border areas. Border Roads Organization of India undertakes construction and maintains road in bordering areas of India. So this was all for today. Today we discussed about the roads in India. We discussed about the types of roads in India. I hope this topic is clear to you. Thank you.